Hello, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to get started by making a smokehouse. This way I can start smoking meat, and that's a feature added by Firma Life. Oh look, it's snowing again. But in order to do that, we need to make some stone bricks, which means we need to chisel out loose stones. But my chisel is on its last legs. So we're going to go use the contraption I built the other day and use it to create some new chisels. If we look at the recipe sequence, we need a deployer with a chisel head in it, a press, and then 2 more deployers with hammers. That's what we've got here. We switched out one of the deployers for the press. We just need to give this one our chisel head. Then we can toss a steel ingot here, and with any luck, it will turn into a new chisel head. Yep. There we go. And now when you do this, it always comes out as expertly forged. You cannot get perfectly forged, but expertly forged is still very good. I believe that's the equivalent of poorly forged, well forged, expertly forged, and then perfectly forged. So I believe that's the equivalent of efficiency 2 and unbreaking 3. Yeah, something like that. But we can use the same setup for just about anything else. Right now I have in this chest hammers, knife blades, picks, axes, chisel, double sheets, and rods. I am going to make a shovel and stick that in here also, and that way we can just swap out whatever we need whenever we need a new tool. And that tool rack behind me is where we put the tools, either the hammer or wrench, depending on what the recipe needs when we're not using it. But now we've got that done, we can knock out this wall here. I literally just cleaned this area from snow. It's already snowing again. And we're going to stick I want to call it a smoke house, but it's really going to be more of a smoke shed right back here. So first, let's make some loose stones, chisel them. Let's just keep the aesthetic. And now, because of how the smoker will work, it can smoke anything within 4 blocks above where we put the fire. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually going to block my window up there. Oh well. Let's remove these. I don't trust them to not burn down. Actually, let's move that one also. And this one. And then we gotta go upstairs and fix the walls. Now we just knocked them all down. These don't burn. The wattle and daub won't burn. But the wood that I had as the support beam, that will. But, you know, we still have a little bit of our, yeah, a little bit of our alabaster. We can just swap these out. There we go. Put a torch in there for now. And just borrow this extra door from up here. There we go. Now we have what will be a smokehouse. What we can do is go grab some wool yarn. I wonder if I actually have any left, or if I turned it all into... Can I use string, or does it have to be yarn? Has to be yarn. Got it. I think I turned all of it into cotton sheets, wool sheets yesterday. Now there's a little bit left on the loom, so I'll steal these. And what we need is, well, 4, and we need to make a fire pit. Fire pit's easy enough. That's the oh, now I gotta try to remember. Is it 3 sticks and 2 logs, or 2 logs and, or 3 logs and 2 sticks? Well, that destroyed them. I think I need to use a actual fire starter for this. Let's check the book, because it's been so long I legitimately forgot how to make it. 1 log, 3 sticks. There we go. And then what we do is you put yarn like that. And then if we go grab some pork I had brining, you can stick that on. And it will start to smoke. It's going to take a while. And now we have a smokehouse. And once we have the smokehouse, once the meat is done smoking, what we can do, add some salt, turn it into bacon. So we can actually have bacon soon. And the meat's done. Shift click to get it off. And let's put a second batch on. Now it does take 16 minutes and I'm using hickory. I switched out. Hickory burns for 8 minutes, 2 minutes each. So that's 8 minutes, that's 12, plus the time for what's currently burning, that's 14. So I'm going to need 1 additional hickory on here to fully cook this. But now we have smoked bacon, smoked pork. If I grab some halite, I can turn this into salt. And when you combine them all, you get bacon. So now I have a bunch of bacon. It does provide less protein than the regular pork does. I think the regular cooked pork is 2. Here I'm getting 0.5 per piece. But can I stick this on here? I can. And now that bacon is going to be good for a month and 7 days. So I can come down and grab bacon and add that to sandwiches. Still gotta cook it, but that's, you know, that's the easy part. I can actually pickle the bacon to make it last even longer than it already is. Yeah, okay, so it's not even brined right now. So if I take all this off again, I don't think I have enough brine upstairs. Possibly I do. Okay, let's brine it, then we can pickle it, and then we can stick it downstairs, and that should make it last a whole lot longer than it currently is. But yeah, that way you can get even more meat out of 1 piece of meat. And we do have plenty of pigs. I've actually stopped breeding them. I tried to get all of them up to 100%, and then I have to start culling them, getting rid of any of them with small size. 12 is great. Obviously 16 is the highest, but I've got some like this one, size 1, so they're not going to provide much meat compared to even the size 7 there. So I gotta work through, get rid of the ones that are too small, and then I can start breeding the larger ones and only keep large pigs. I don't know if there's a different wood that's better to use. I'm using hickory because it does burn the longest, so I need to use less. But I saw that pine burns the dirtiest. Now you see this says smoke level 1 of 4. If you use wood that produces more smoke, you may actually be able to smoke this quicker than the 16 minutes that's taking me, but you can't use something like leaves or peat moss, which will create more smoke, but that will give this the disgusting trait, which you don't want to eat. I'm going to have to go find a pine tree and see if pine will actually burn smokier and therefore need less time to smoke the meat. I've set up a crate harvester over by my factory, so let's just quickly grab some of this arundo, and I think it's called flimgrass. Anyway, we're going to go over, we're going to set it up in front of the harvester, and hopefully it will collect it without a problem. This way we can automate our composters back there. So let's see what this does. It picks it up. So we're going to have to change up the harvester and put the blade on the 2nd level, just like that, and we just glue it together. And I don't think I need to glue that bomb block. Nope. Okay, so that works. Now we can put the arundo down, and as it cycles through, it will cut down and add straight to the chest. And so we can now set up auto composters. And now I can put that there, some dirt back, And again, I can't put dirt there because it'll fall down and break the shafts. I need to wait for some of the mortar to be finished so I can make some new bricks. And then I put the bricks there. Last bit of bacon was done. That was the mortar finishing up. And when pickled in a barrel, it will last for 9 months. So that's a very good use for the very good way to make the bacon last a long time. Gonna pickle it there and then add to that barrel also. And there's the mortar. Oh, when I go out on my voyage, probably in a little bit, I'm gonna need to find a new lemon tree. A creeper snuck up on me and now I'm one less lemon tree. There we go. Now that's running. That's running. We're getting some of our automation taken care of. We're going to test something, and it is wintertime, so it's not the ideal time to test it, but that's why we're in the greenhouse. Firma Life adds a bunch of spices. Basil, bay leaves, cilantro. The way you say that compared to the way it's spelled always throws me off. Cumin, oregano. And the way you get these is you create a seed ball, which is just a piece of compost and 4 seeds, and you throw it, and when it lands it should create a butterfly grass, which will then spread and create other spices. So let's make up, start with 4. And let's just double check the book. Firma Life, herbs and spices. All right, so as I said, you make the seed ball, you throw it, it spawns butterfly grass. Butterfly grass will mature, and once it reaches maturity, it has a chance of spreading around, or turning into something new, and something new would be one of the other spices. Once we have those spices, we can actually grow them in our quad planters back here, which all need water again. I'll handle that in a moment. So let's... Wow. That was a lot more than I had actually expected. Okay, we only need 1 for now. The rest can go wait in here. But yeah, so once these mature, and I don't know how to tell when they're mature or not, we should be able to harvest them, possibly get seeds, which we could then plant in these, and start growing some spices, which we could then use to, well, create some more efficient food. I was looking at it, and pizza, which requires any dough, olive oil, it's a lot of olive oil actually, salt, and bay leaves. Well, this looks like you can have, in addition to your grain from the dough, cheese from the cheese, tomato sauce, so vegetables from the sauce. Looks like you then put protein and even fruit on, which means we can have all 5 food groups in one food item. So that's going to be worth trying out. But until then, I'm going to grab my watering bucket here and, well, water my crops. No, our tomatoes are ready. It only gave me 1 tomato. That is not efficient. Each of these planters do have 4 of each, and they all have I've fertilized all of them, so I'm hoping they give higher yields, but that one, which was also fertilized, only gave me 1 tomato. Yeah, that's not good. It does mean I'm gonna have to use actual farms over there for growing proper food crops, but I was hoping I could supplement in here, and if I'm only growing 1 tomato at a time, it means I either need a lot of them or I might as well not bother. But if you notice, we may actually have to upgrade this greenhouse. Again, I do love that it actually oxidized and turned to green, but we can't use our trellises and we can't use our hanging planters nor our bonsai planter because the greenhouse is not upgraded enough. Remember, the copper greenhouse is tier 2, iron is tier 3, and stainless steel is tier 4. We could make stainless steel and slowly start replacing all the copper on this until eventually upgrading it to stainless steel. Oh no, that doesn't work. You would need to upgrade all of them at once, I think. Oh well, that's going to be a long-term goal, collecting all the stainless we need to turn this whole thing into a single stainless steel greenhouse. But then we'll be able to grow everything in it. Well, since there's not much else we can do around here, let's go on a bit of a journey. We need to go find as I said, bamboo and a jungle biome. And so we're going to head back out to sea and head south. We did travel a good 7,000 blocks and not find what I was looking for last time. So we're going to have to travel even further south. And that's going to take easily an hour of my time just sailing south. So I'm going to go pop on a documentary and watch that as I go. But yeah, we are heading down past this cape here, looking for, well, whatever we can find in addition to the bamboo. I do have some stores on board. I brought fruit, veggies, bacon, a whole bunch of water since last time we had issues with getting fresh water, and I've beached myself. Thankfully the ship doesn't take damage. So yeah, this is going to take a while. I'll bring it back if we find anything interesting. Said I'd bring it back if I saw anything interesting. These are glowing squid. I saw them as I was passing over. I really need to go make myself the create air tank, diving helmet, and diving boots in the very near future. Oh, they were right here. Oh, now it's over there. And I gotta surface quickly, otherwise I'm gonna run out of air. Oh, that was close. I did not expect the to get inked. Now we got some calamari, but also glow squid ink. Let's get back to our ship and see if we can use that on anything. Aside from, you know, science. Glow frame, glow arrows. That looks to be about it. So, remember how I said that this venture will take an hour to get to that bottom cape? Yeah, it's been over 12 hours of just sailing. I have found a lot of stuff, but not anything I was looking for. We found some acacia and white cedar trees, and I made sure to gather some saplings of each. We found some flowers that look suspiciously like the new flowers added in 1.20 in the cherry blossom biome. We found some lions and made sure to keep my distance. I did not feel like becoming food. And we found a bunch of gold gravel as well as some silver and copper gravel. So after we're done with our journey here, we're going to go back and set up our sluice, and I'll show you how that works, getting resources from the gravel without panning. But we have now turned back north. We've actually stopped by base and dropped off all of our resources that we gathered because I filled up the ship. We are now just north of our base. We're going to go around this cape, well, peninsula, and look to the south for jungle, since we couldn't find it going the other way. And I looked. We traveled nearly 30,000 blocks looking for a jungle biome, and we didn't find it. But as a consequence, I'm actually running out of time to record. I need to finish recording and editing this episode and get it up in the next few hours. So we're going to call an end here today. Stay tuned for part 2 of our odyssey here, where we will hopefully, finally, maybe find a jungle and some bamboo, and then we could finally get back to base and build a bamboo auto farm. Auto farm? Yeah. Build an auto bamboo farm. Until then, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.